The next presenter is Richard Cohen. Mr. Cohen is a psychotherapist, an educator, and author. He has been helping men and women who experience unwanted homosexual feelings for 25 years. He himself changed from homosexual to heterosexual, is married for 30 years, and has 3 children. Mr. Cohen has authored 3 books: Coming Out Straight, Understanding and Healing Homosexuality, Gay Children, Straight Parents, and Straight Talk About Homosexuality. Please greet Mr. Cohen.
I would like to thank the organizers of the World Congress of Families for this opportunity. After struggling with unwanted homosexual feelings from the time I was in grade school or elementary school, I began to experiment with male friends in high school. In college, I had a boyfriend for 3 years, but deep in my heart, I longed to be married to a woman and have children. The journey was very difficult and painful, discovering why I had homosexual feelings and then healing the wounds that created those desires. Finally, after many years and many tears, I'm happy to say that I've been married for 30 years to my beautiful wife, Jaesuk, and we have 3 incredible children. After my own healing, I feel called to assist those who experience unwanted same-sex attraction. And for brevity, I will use SSA to connote same-sex attraction, in Spanish, AMS. Lo siento, no hablo español. For 23 years as a psychotherapist, I've helped thousands of men and women who experience unwanted SSA fulfill their heterosexual dreams, which I wrote about in Coming Out Straight and also in Spanish, Comprende y Sanar la Homosexualidad. That's very difficult to say. I've helped thousands of parents reconcile with their homosexual children, which was written about in Gay Children, Straight Parents. And presently, I travel the world training therapists, clergy, and ministry leaders how to love and take care of this population, which I wrote about in our counselor training program. I want to be clear, I love and respect all gays and lesbians. I believe in the individual's right of self-determination. If someone decides to live a homosexual life, we need to respect that. And if somebody seeks to change and come out of homosexuality, that too needs to be respected. It is my honor to share with you this afternoon how to assist homosexual persons and resolve this phenomenon on the family, on the faith, and on the cultural level worldwide. To this end, I wrote the final book, Straight Talk About Homosexuality, and I will encapsulate that in 3 major points. Number 1, people are not essentially born with homosexual feelings. Number 2, homosexuality is principally an emotionally based condition. And 3, the solution is not laws, but the right kind of love. Number 1, people are not essentially born with homosexual feelings. There have been many scientific studies conducted over the last, particularly 3 decades, trying to purport a genetic, biologic, or hormonal basis for SSA. Many and most of those researchers are homosexually oriented, therefore they're trying to justify their homosexual feelings, trying to say we're born that way. However, in 2008, the American Psychological Association said, essentially, no one is born with SSA. This is the quote on the website of the American Psychological Association, stating, although much research has examined the possible genetic, hormonal, developmental, social, and cultural influences on sexual orientation, no findings have emerged that permit scientists to conclude that sexual orientation is determined by any particular factor or factors. The American College of Pediatricians released in April of 2010 on their website, factsaboutyouth.com, also stating people are not born with SSA. Dr. Francis Collins, who is the former director of the Human Genome Project, presently the director of the National Institutes of Health in the USA, said, "We did not find any gay gene." And Dr. Neil and Briar Whitehead, in their book, My Genes Made Me Do It, debunk this research trying to show that people are born this way. You can download the book for free at their website, mygenes.co.nz. They're in New Zealand. Would all my volunteers now please come up? I've solicited the help of many brave men and women. Homosexuality is principally an emotionally based condition. Our actors are now taking their place. In my professional experience, there are three main desires that drive homosexual feelings. Number one, it's a need for the same-gender parents or same-gender peers' love. Two, it's a need for gender identification. And three, in some cases, it represents fear of intimacy with the opposite sex. Scientific research over the past 80 years identifies many potential causes that will lead an individual to develop homosexual feelings. My therapeutic colleagues and I have observed in those with unwanted SSA two things driving this desire. Number one, it's always the result of unresolved issues or wounds of the past. And number two, it's a legitimate need for unmet love. Same-sex attraction. I'll forget it. I'm going to show you, rather than speak it, very succinctly, you will understand what most psychiatrists and psychologists and therapists around the world do not understand. I wish I had a microphone that traveled, but I don't. Can this travel? Let me see. Improvise. Oh, great. Does that work? Can you turn on one of these mics? Okay, in the meantime, this is a homosexual young man, and he's attracted to that handsome guy from Russia. So, of course. But inside of him is a little boy. Works great, thank you. So this is the young adult attracted to this guy, reaching out, trying to hook up with him. But inside of him is this little kid. And feelings buried alive never die. This is his father. And while he was growing up, for many reasons, he just didn't internalize or feel and experience his father's love sufficiently. He felt his father was rejecting of him. So he didn't internalize the masculinity from his dad. And these are other boys in school. And many of them mocked and criticized him, calling him derogatory names that further diminished him. And he never bonded successfully with other guys in the pre-adolescent years of development. Then, I'm missing Mom. Where's Mom? This is his mother. And in most case histories, homosexual guys were extremely close to their mothers. and they end up internalizing her sense of femininity. And then these guys feel very close to girls, but quite distant and detached from men. So when they go through adolescence, those normal needs for male bonding and attachment become sexually charged. And then the world says you're born gay. But this is not true. It's a hurt child inside this adult looking to make good on past deficits that never took place. The same holds true for a woman. There's this beautiful adult woman longing to join with this beautiful, gorgeous woman. Inside of her is a little girl who felt rejected. Her mom was not demonstrative. She wasn't able to show that kind of healthy love to her daughter, or for some reason the daughter felt rejected and was rejecting of her. Then she didn't bond and attach with other girls in school, quite similar. And in many cases, with a female homosexual, she was traumatized by men, either physically, emotionally, or perhaps sexually. So she's trying to make good on those needs. So this is what's underneath homosexual feelings. If you'll just stay there for a moment, please. And finally, my final point is this. The solution is not laws, but love. The solution to the homosexual dilemma facing every family, faith, and nation today is to set love in order. We need to lay down the weapons of judgment and demonstrate the love of God to all SSA men and women. If we simply oppose gays and lesbians without offering unconditional love, we're exacerbating the already present wounds in their heart. In Luke 10, chapter 10, verses 25 through 37, we learn the story of a man who was beaten and left for dead on the side of the road. Both a priest and a Levite just passing by. Only a good Samaritan stops to help him heal. Please reach out to every SSA man and woman. So let me show you the solution and then I'm done. So guys, come. Sex will never help him heal because it's the need of the child. This is the solution to this whole cultural conundrum and political mess. He needs to love him, and he needs to love him. Stay there. Keep coming. And she needs to experience healthy heterosexual love. And this is where the church and the synagogue and people of faith can step up to the plate and solve this whole situation. No, not her. Thank you. I'm sure she enjoyed it. You, all of us here today, we are the solution to solve homosexuality. Men reach out to other men, women reach out to other women. Listen to them, learn from them, and love them without ceasing. It doesn't mean that you accept their behavior if you love them. Higher love sees beyond that. Whoever loves the most and the longest will win. You can check out more information at our website at comingoutLove.com. Let's thank our volunteers.